What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm going on early today, trying to shock people with being early. What's going on, all things? Antonio Shea, what's going on? Andy Gill, what's going on? Ron BK, rise and shine. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm going to sip my coffee and talk to whoever wants to chop it up. We don't really start the show for another 20 minutes or so, but I thought, hey, I'm actually early. What's going on, Banks Hayes? I'm thinking, hey, I'm ready to go early. So let me start the show early. I hope you guys had a beautiful day yesterday, despite all the horrific things happening out there in the world. I cannot wear this hat. I wanted to wear this hat, can't wear the hat. Not gonna work. Hell yeah, I'm early, man. What's going on, SB? Yeah. Courtney, what's going? Hey, stay true for nine. My Eagles in the Super Bowl, Noop. Congratulations, man. I can't lie though. I hope you lose. I'm right with Kansas City, man. But congratulations to Philly. That would be a team I'd be rooting for if it wasn't for Kansas City. What's going on, easy number one? Sammy Sosa, what up, man? Chilling, man. I'm out here a little early. I think I might move my show back to 7 o'clock a.m. 7 a.m. I think I will. Because if I go from like 7 to 11, that's 3 hours. It doesn't get as late into the afternoon for me. So I'm going to experiment with starting early at 7. So expect me to see me at 7 a.m. through like 11 a.m. Or is that 4 hours? 7 through 10, like 7 through 10. Do a bigger production. Yeah, okay, I am going to go earlier. What's going on, easy number one? Stay true. What's going on, Abdul Shahid Rauf Wahed? What's going on, man? Wahed. I'm gonna say it like Frequent Flyer says it. He says it. Wahed. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on, Mr. Waheed? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Damn, I ain't even know I'm a moderator. Yeah, you are. Come on, though, Fanon. We Eagles fan over here, man. Hey, look, I rocks with you, but you Philly niggas be talking crazy. You know what I mean? You Philly niggas be talking crazy. Y'all talk real loose. Look, though, I'm trying to fund a trip. You know me, I'm going to tell you straight. I'm trying to fund a trip, dude. I got to get to Baltimore. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hey, good. Oh, he's talking about Antonio Bates. My wife's Eagles fan. I have no choice. Hey, man, ride with your Eagles, man. Ride with your Eagle. Ride with your Eagles, man. I'm down with you. Except for I'm sorry, I'm riding with Patrick Mahomes, man. I'm looking for Patrick Mahomes to be the greatest quarterback ever. I want to be able to say, yeah, I wouldn't, because I watched him win a couple Super Bowls already. So I want to see him win this third one. Be the man. Jesus, Jesus is king. Yeah, he is. What's going on? Yeah, so look, we're gonna talk this boxing today. We're gonna wait for we get about 100 people in here, though, maybe 200 people. When we get 200 people in, we'll start rolling. Please excuse me for being, unkept today. I tried to wear a hat, trying to publicize the Negro Leagues, but this hat don't look right on me. You know what I mean? I never think I look, oh, that's better. I guess I can wear it like that. That's better. Yeah, okay, I can wear it like that. I found something where it looked okay. This looks okay. For now, who you picking this weekend in main event? Honestly, man, I think I have to go with David Benavidez, but I'm hoping I'm wrong with David Morrell. I'm going to ride with David Benavidez by decision. I'm going to go David Benavidez by decision. I think that's where my prediction is going to land. David Benavidez by decision. But I'm telling you right now, I don't feel comfortable with that pick at all. I don't feel comfortable with that pick at all. I could say that I'm going with David Morrell for the upset. Really, I'm just going to watch the fight and enjoy it. I'm a big fan of both guys. Hey, it's they say you early for 9. People had the alarm at 9 a.m. Hey, man, I'm moving my shit back, bro. I can't lie, dude. I'm moving my shit back. I think I'm gonna move my shit back to 7. So I can have more time in the day, man. Make you guys some better content. Spend some time making you guys better content instead of rushing it so much. People saying knockout, it could be a knockout. I mean, but I just think it's gonna go decision because I don't think hey, thanks, stay true. Appreciate that, man. Early words get the big worm. Hey, thanks, man. Oh, actually, let me set this goal, man. For real. Hat looks good, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Hold on one second, man. Let me hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. This is not what I intended to put up. This is not what I intended to put up. Sorry. Let me put that. Let me fix that. Because that was not what I intended. Thanks, man. Appreciate you saying the hat looks good. Yeah, but I wanted to start a little early. We're about 6 minutes away from the official start time. So we're going to start with a run and start. Really though, I had a very, very encouraging conversation. I think Donald Trump may come through. I think Morrell going to take it because he's the same size as Benavidez. He's just a little more skilled. Yeah, I do think he's a little bit more skilled, and he is the same size. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. David Morrell is a little more skilled, man. The footwork, that jab of David Morrell and the reach advantage is a big thing, Abdul. That's a big thing. It's a big thing. I can't wait. I'm calling the fight live. Y'all better be here. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have to. Yeah, I'm going to say y'all better be here. What's going on, man? That dude named Dave. Dude named Dave. What's your favorite phone number? That dude named Dave. All right, bro. I'm trying. Phenomenal show is the number one, first one. Big Noop. Benavidez have undoubtedly reached stardom, soon to be superstardom. That press conference and the turnout proved it. Also, folks finna be mad about the PBC funding. Oh, they about to be real mad. Seems as if Donald Trump might actually come through for black people, dog. Donald Trump might actually come through for black people, man. We got some foundational black Americans with a lot of money who are looking to get a fund together for sports, amateur sports and professional sports, and have feeders into universities. And they want to specialize and focus on boxing. And are requiring $5 billion in the investment between scholarships, gyms, putting on professional events that are profitable, all to help young black people in America. And they're people that already have a tremendous amount of funding. Own an investment banking firm. So Turkey got a little competition, and guess who they stole their idea from? Stole their idea from Eddie Hearn. Stole their idea from Eddie Hearn. Because Eddie Hearn used to talk about having the British government fund amateur boxing because it gets people off the streets. It's like a job. The young, like if you think of sports for youth as like a job, then when you invest in youth sports, you invest in them having an occupation, something to do during the day. And there's a very underserved market for boxing. And boxing is no more dangerous really than football. I mean, football, soccer, there's all kind of concussion problems with a lot of different sports. But you put headgear on, and you teach kids to how to handle their business with their hands instead of handling their business with guns. Sounds to me like a very, very wise investment. Young Mexican kids, the ones that are not thrown out of the country by that dude named Dave. Not thrown out of the country. The young kids that are not thrown out of the country by that dude named Dave. What's Dave? I asked that dude named Dave, what's your favorite phone number again? This dude got ICE number right on his hand, ready to go. Ooh-wee. So we'll talk about that though. And how professional boxing, look, it's a brilliant idea. And they're looking for matching funds from the federal government as a sort of reparations package. But the thing is, they have the money privately. They have the money is private. That dude named Dave said, as long as you're legal, you're okay. Hey, man, I like that. That's so much more positive. That dude named Dave, the way that you did that. Salute to the whole. What's up, She Rainstorm? Shout out to you. So, hey, look, that's what's up, man. We're still 11 minutes away from our start time. We got our 200 people in here. All things, thank you for becoming a new member or redoing your memory. I think a lot of people should hold off Trump because he's working for the hard workers. Gangster Trump gonna come through. Just wait. Look, Trump knows boxing, man. Trump was in boxing in Atlantic City. But most importantly, man, look, dude, this shit would go to benefit not just black people. This benefits everybody. There's a lot of young Puerto Rican kids that could use an outlet, and these kids shouldn't have to be sleeping on schools and sleeping in streets when you have charter schools. And you have charter schools that can be connected straight to the gyms and the workout facilities that are help go fund the charter schools. And charter schools are a big thing, especially if you're able to own the property, right? So the whole thing is just like a network of money. Sports is just one side of it. And basically that's what the Saudi Arabian government said that they want to do with boxing. They said that they're going to invest a lot of money in local boxing and local boxing programs to give their youth something to do, and then hopefully build them up so they can either become disciplined adults and go off and have professional careers in other areas, or if they're good enough, they can compete in professional boxing and represent their country, represent their neighborhood, represent their families. I think it's an absolutely beautiful idea. You know what I mean? I think it's a beautiful idea, and I think it really should be supported. And if Trump is somebody that is going to support that and back that, you know what I mean? Like make it something where, I don't know what they're going to look for him to do, but make it like make it a 501c3 where it's nonprofit, and make sure that people that donate money or when they spend money on amateur stuff, that it's tax deductible for them, or whatever type of things that they do, and working with mayors to have it in their cities and have programs where these can get these kids from shooting each other in the middle of the street. That dude named Dave said, you talking about this number? I'm talking about that one. I'm talking about that number. See, that's the reason why it's so bad that people want all of this money and all these fighters to go to develop these kids to go to Saudi Arabia, because that's what they're doing. Saudi Arabia is saying, for fights in Saudi Arabia, they're okay with losing the money, but they are actually going to invest that money in Saudi Arabia and have these kids be put in programs, boxing programs in Saudi Arabia. I take my hat off to Turki Al-Sheikh for saying that. What's going on, Keith Phillips? You know me, man, just out here begging for some dollars, talking boxing. Seriously, man, I need to get to Baltimore. So, man, I'm out here working, man. I'm going to start my mornings early. I like this. I like this start time better. What's happening, my brother Fanon, Newark, New Jersey? Can you dig? Salute to Newark, New Jersey, man. And shout out to Shakur Stevenson, the great Shakur Stevenson. Yes, pull out Bandit. I am definitely going to be calling going to call the card tomorrow. Yes. I'm going to call all the major cards. Absolutely, I will. So come on, check it out with me, man. Make sure you hear, dog, man. I think I'm going to try to put a panel up, 2 or 3 people to talk about the fight. But you got to have your cameras on, man. You know what I mean? Definitely like doing it with my guy, Phoenix the Assassin. No, MMA too. No. MMA is in there too. Ronnie Montel. No. MMA is in there too. It applies to MMA too. Ronnie Montel, MMA as well. Yeah, they talked about MMA. I'm sorry, I should have said that it includes MMA as well. Cool. Can I put the fight? Yeah, Dave, you want to come on up? But Dave, you be trying to. Hey, Dave. It's not. Hey, Dave. You know you're my guy, dog. You be coming with that energy, dog. That dude named Dave. You got to do the play-by-play. When you do the play, because you got a great voice, you can be like, just right when they're calling the fight, talk about the round, and after that, we'll talk about what happened in the round. Your boy Phoenix can talk about what happened in the round, and then I'll just jump in between. Can you play? I can do play-by-play in between the rounds. Boom! It shifts over to your boy. I'm rocking with you tomorrow. Oh, that's what's up. Abdul Shahid Rauf Wahid. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. That's a big, we gonna know like you Tank. You got Tank's name. We treating you like you Tank. If you hear Tank's in the building, hey, Fanon, how come these promoters don't hire some black sports YouTubers to do commentator or even give y'all some light because y'all play a big part as well? You know what? I don't know, man. I would love to talk to somebody I would love to talk to Turki Al-Sheikh. I would love to get support from Turki Al-Sheikh. I would love to get some support from the PBC and those guys. It would be wonderful. But I'm not in the media, so I'm a little bit of a different fish. You know what I mean? I'm not a media person. I'm just a fan. I fund boxing with my own money. If there's a pay-per-view, I put my money up. So I'm not, if I go to a fight, I buy the tickets. So, I'm not in the same situation as he said, okay. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Hey, you got the name, dog. I'm treating you like the star. Shout out those. Seriously, shout out to the great Tank. I don't care what these dudes talk about with Tank, dude. I ride with Tank. I like Tank's story. Nuke, it seems like the BBC heard you when you said you need to localize social media sphere more. This entire Benavidez motions was social media driven. That's what's up. Yeah, they listen. Dude, I think Leonard Ellerby runs the PBC, man. Leonard Ellerby's a bright guy, dude. I don't know why cats don't be wanting to give Leonard Ellerby his respect. Leonard Ellerby needs to be in the Hall of Fame, too. When Tank's career is over, Leonard Ellerby goes to the Hall of Fame. As a manager, because I do believe he was, he was the head of, he's the head of Mayweather Promotions. He put on Mayweather fights. He said that he should be in the Hall of Fame. When's Leonard Ellerby going to the Hall of Fame? What's up, old Mad Manny? Hey, Nick, I had to drop it. I had to drop the diet for a little while. I'm back on it though. Hell yeah, Leonard been putting in work for decades. What's up, Phoenix? Hey, Phoenix, do you have your kid? Do you have a way to call the fight without your kids? Hey man, I know today I'm being a bit of an asshole. For real. I know I am. So forgive me. Yeah, Richard Schaefer too. No doubt. No doubt. You think Shields got this one? How you? Oh, yeah, I got Shields. If Turkey can get in a Las Vegas Hall of Fame and never put a fight on in Vegas, exactly, and fight and watch this. He got into the Hall of Fame and went against the fight in Vegas, and he put his ass in the Hall of Fame. You're putting them to bed early, great. So as soon as you put your babies to bed, jump on. Because, man, I know you love your kids, bro, because you keep your kids right next to you, and I don't want to disturb that. I don't want to disturb that at all, man. Man, I love my little kids. I can't wait to have grandkids. I'm like, man, I ask my son all the time, hey, where's the girl at? Like, nigga, I'm getting older. I need some grandkids, man. I need grandkids earlier than later, homie. What's going on, David Howard, man? What's up? Good morning, man. Hey, thank you so much, man. The second one towards this goal. Thank you. Said, hey, Martin, you snuck in here early on me. Yeah, I'm going to move my show up to 7 a.m. I'm moving my show to 7 a.m. I need to go earlier, not later. I need to go earlier, not later. Because I have to be able to do some better things during the day. You know what I mean? Like, I need more time during the day. And I don't want to go to 12 because I do like doing 3 hours. Shit, as soon as the YouTube brothers will be in the Hall of Fame, then, hey, man, put us in the, hey, I don't care. I think Dante's Boxing Nation should be in the Boxing Hall of Fame. I'll tell you who I think should be. I think Dante's Boxing Nation should be in the Hall of Fame. Personally, if any YouTuber should be in there, it should be Dante's Boxing Nation. For sure. I think he's a Hall of Famer. If YouTube channels go. Seriously, he's a pioneer. Dude's really a pioneer. Blood boxing and guys like that. Yeah, he started a lot of it, man. No joke. He started a lot of those guys. He didn't start me. But he started damn near everybody that's doing it. I think Fanon is a YouTube Hall of Famer. Thanks, man. Nah, man. I'm just trying. What about Southpaw? Yeah, Southpaw too. I fucks with Southpaw. It's a different reason though, because I'm telling you that Dante's Boxing Nation is what started a lot of other channels, inspired a lot of people to start YouTube channels. It really did take advantage of the platform first and the best. Seriously, man, he does great work. He does great work too. Great work. Personally, I can't listen to him. I haven't listened to him in a long time, but definitely know that he does great work. What's going on, Antonio Hendon? How you feeling, man? Oh, you meant the fighter YouTubers? Hell no. Man, those guys are, man, I don't know why you call them YouTubers. They're on every single solitary platform. They're just social media dudes. They're not like YouTube, like whatever though. Personally, whatever with them. No, they should never get in the Boxing Hall of Fame for what they do. No. There are boxing writers. There are boxing writers that get into the Hall of Fame. That's why I think that there should be boxing YouTube channels that can get in the Hall of Fame. If you put a boxing writer in there, you should put a boxing YouTuber in there. They're the medium that people listen to now. They don't read. They say print is dead. So I'm sure you'll be making adjustments, but you know who's going to make it in there. When they do that, you better believe you're going to get more fake news than a motherfucker when they start putting niggas in the fucking Hall of Fame for that shit. Hey, said, be safe out Baltimore, bro. It's rough out here. I'm not a fan from that area. Dog, let me tell you something. JC Cowboy Network. I will walk in any street in the country in a black and red hat and feel perfectly safe. I'm trying to tell you, I do not care, bro. I will walk down the street wearing whatever the fuck I feel like, whatever city I go to, whatever neighborhood it is. Because I've always been a respectful person. And I'm old enough that ain't no little kids going to be trying to check me. Man, what's up, Greg? Hey, man, what's up, man? Greg Hackett in the building, man. What's up, man? Big time Philly in the building. Hey, who you got? Who you got, man? We got the great Greg. We got the great Greg Hackett in the building. We got the great Greg Hackett in the building. That's what's up, man. I can't wait to buy your fight. You know I'm about to buy your fight. YouTube boxing channels do more promotion than the boxing company. Yeah, they do a lot of it. But hey, man, ain't no joke. You're not gonna get that out. You're not gonna get that out of my guy, though. Ha ha ha. I can't wait to see the fight. Greg Hackett, Boxing TV in the building. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the program, man, that they talking about. And I don't know if they've approached the PBC or not yet, but they got the money. That's the thing. They got the money. I don't know what concessions and things they're looking for, and security they're looking for from the venture out of Trump, but they got the money. I say appreciate you, Nan. Yeah. Nah, you know you my guy. You know you my man. 100 grand, Greg. I'll be the Philly. You know, but seriously, man, I don't do all of that shit, man. I go where the fuck I feel like going, nigga. If you gonna get me, you gonna get me. But you ain't gonna get me, so I ain't tripping. I'm gonna go where I go. You know, you got Benavidez. Hey, who you got? Steve Fulton Jr. Hey, you can put this and you can type it. I won't repeat it. Who you got? Steve Fulton Jr. My guy Figueroa, man. I fucks with the Figueroas, bro. I met their family. That's why I fucks with the Figueroas. I met them in San Antonio. Good people, man. Good people, man. Real good people. Real good people. I did not meet his sister, you thirsty ass people. I did not meet his sister. Say you should go where you want. Yeah. I never got that checking in shit. Checking in. What are you talking about? I'm about to go check in with the noobs. If I know some noobs in the city, I'll check in with them. Fucking go to Chicago. What do I look like going to Chicago and driving around O Block? Hey, everybody, I'm here. Is it okay? What? Yeah, sister cold-blooded. Yeah, dog. Yeah. Oh, Fulton's Figueroa, same fight as the first. So you got Fulton. You got Fulton. Fulton won. Hey, man, Fulton can fight. God dog, man, Brandon Figueroa, though. Brandon Figueroa got some pop, man. Yeah, that chicken is a covert hit if that Ishmael. What is that? Yeah, checking in is a covert hit. F that shit. I'm checking in on, man, please. Man, I'm 55 years old, bro. What do I look like calling a teenager? Or calling another 55-year-old man? Like, what? We'll say that for the rappers, bro. We'll say that for the rappers. You know, we'll say that for you little kiddies. Other than that, dog, we going where we feel like it. Ralph Chestnut said, I got Fulton Jr. Fanon. That's going to be a good fight, Fanon. Man, look, I can't wait to pay this money that I ain't got. Ooh, my pocket's tight. Oh, man, taking off work for 6 weeks? Hit you in the gums, boy. Wow. But God is good like a mug, man. Thank you guys for being such blessings to me, man. And knowing if I just keep grinding, everything will get back afloat. I will tap in, but I'm not checking in. Exactly, man. Yeah, I'll go every time. Man, let me tell you something, man. I walk around black neighborhoods every time I go to New Orleans. Every time I go to New Orleans, man, that same little path that dude used to kill that dude is the same path I walk every time I go to New Orleans. Man, how tragic is that, man? How tragic is that airplane crash? Man, I must have watched that 6 times yesterday. Man, 6, 7 times I watched that. And just to see, it looked like it aimed at that mug. Like, I know it crashed, but it looked like it just ran right into it. Like, man, come on, man. He said, hi, you checking out chair for non hell. Look, dude, in New Orleans, I go walk around New Orleans now. I know them niggas in New Orleans. I know you New Orleans Negroes. Hell yeah, I walk around just, man. I'll be like, what's up, man? Hey. Trust you me, bro. They got some rough ass Negroes out there in New Orleans, man. Hell yeah, I love New Orleans. I'm watching that. It's not Sunday, it's Saturday. Or is there a Sunday card? Is that when old girl fighting? That plane crash wild to see it for real. Hold on 1 second. To see it for real, I did look like they ran right and said, hey, man, I don't give a shit. I think China did that shit. I think China did that, bro. I'm blaming China. I think they got control of that goddamn airplane, that goddamn helicopter, and said, look, boom. I think it's the same people that clipped that nigga in the ear. God, dog, if that ain't a threat, dog, they shot him in his earlobe. His earlobe, man, if they shot him in his earlobe on purpose. They just want to let you know, hey, when you win this, oh yeah, I'm gonna call that fight too. Hell yeah, I fucks with Clarissa Shields. Yeah, man, a cyber attack, man. That's what I believe. That's my personal opinion. I think I think somebody got control of that mug. And honestly, I think somebody lit them damn fires in California too. I don't believe this shit. I think we're under domestic terrorist attack. That's what I think. China got that much juice. Hey, look, I'm blaming it. First of all, it's if you can get all this electronic stuff, man, people got remote controls on all kind of stuff. If they got a remote control camera, you can't tell me they can't hack the automatic guidance system in a helicopter. You know, if they have any, and I don't know because I'm not a machinist. I don't know. You tell me. Do they have like automatic guide? Can they put that shit on autopilot? Because if they can put that shit on autopilot, then they can automatically fly that shit into something. That's what I say. That's why I don't like them Wayvo cars driving all over the place, man. Them shits make me nervous. Like, what are you like practicing for little drone tanks or something? I think the technology is for like drone tanks. Because everything you see that they introduce into the public sphere, at least this is what they say, many people say, is that it comes from the military. And the only reason that they're going to try to be testing cars that can drive around neighborhoods, cars that would drive around neighborhoods, is if they got a purpose for that shit. So they got the drones that fly in the air, and they got the little drone cars. Man, don't let no Negroes get no drone cars. Because they're gonna have some drone, AKAs. Yeah, they're gonna have some AKAs gonna have some drone AKs driving out of them goddamn cars, man. I don't trust technology for nothing, bro. Hell yeah, them cars are drones. That's a drone. You just say, oh yeah, let's just be okay with the drones driving around the neighborhoods. Man, you better get out of here with them goddamn drones. Anyway, like I said, when this deal gets done, because if the deal doesn't get done for the guys that want this done, they already got the money. These guys want to use, I'm trying to tell you, these guys want to use boxing as a way to buy property. These guys are brilliant. These guys are brilliant. They want to use boxing as a way to buy property. They want to buy the property that all the gyms go on. So guess what? Even if boxing goes away, they still have the property that the gyms and the charter schools sit on. So basically, the deal for them is like a huge real estate project, but they want to put boxing on top of the real estate project. They will make a shitload of money, bro, and they will own a shitload of property, working with charter schools, working with neighborhoods, because you know the neighborhoods are the ones that start the charter schools. But the charter school businesses, the big charter school companies are only there because they want to buy, they want access to the public property. They want to buy the property and own the property that the school is in. So even if the school shuts down, they're still going to own the property and be able to sell that property for a profit 10, 15 years later, whenever the charter for the charter school expires. These people can do the same thing with American money, private American money, as long as they have government access, as long as they have access to those government lots. So, yeah, There's way more money in the United States than there is in Saudi Arabia. Remember that. There's way more money. And people think about that shit intelligently. How can you make profit? Oh, you make profit by the land. So what do we want to do? We want the government to give us a reason to give us very low costs, give us tax breaks for buying all this land up. And what are we going to do with the land? And why are they going to give us a tax break? Because we're going to put gyms in there so little kids can learn MMA and boxing and give them something to do with these, instead of having all of this land, regentrify areas, invest in the area itself within a public private partnership. I'm trying to tell you. Turkey al-Sheikh and these guys are pumping this money out of the United States so they can do that for Saudi Arabian kids. And you guys support that shit. And you support it. There's no reason that we have that boxing, we can sport. Why can't we sports wash racism? We can sports wash. Let black people sport. Let's sports wash people for black people. Let's have these neighborhoods invest all and force Trump and these Republicans to put their money where their mouth is. The orbits are even crazy. What I'm trying to tell you, man, it's a brilliant idea. The government allows these people that have the money to buy the property. The neighborhood allows them to put a school there. The public funding pays for the school, pays for the property. But the property is owned by the private people who get the rent, basically paid by the city. They own the property over the course of 20, 30 years. They can sell that land for a tremendous profit. At the same time, they're using the same money to put on professional boxing matches in the city that they owe those properties in. Come on, man. That shit is a brilliant idea. Brilliant idea. And black people got the money to do it. And trust me, the people that are talking about it got the money. They got the money to buy the property. But what they need is the tax breaks in order to buy the property. When they buy the property, they have to get it at next to nothing, and they have to have tax breaks for years and years and years. And then there has to be development around the property that they buy, which brings in other businesses. I'm telling you, it's absolutely brilliant. And that money is out there for boxing. If people got to insist on it, though. And stop listening to these people like Tim Bradley and listen to these other people talk. Turkey al-Sheikh, Turkey al-Sheikh, Turkey al-Sheikh. Let's send all our fighters over to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia announced that all of their fights, all of their money for their public investment fund has to go to reinvestment into Saudi Arabia. And Turkey al-Sheikh is now introduced to the Saudi Arabian government investments in boxing for Saudi Arabia. So what they're going to do is bring British fighters over, bring American fighters over there to be the face, right? Where they're okay to lose the money, but they're basically still using that fund and all of that to fund the development of their own people. And we cheer that like we can't put that in an Italian neighborhood. We can't put that in a Chinese neighborhood. We can't put that in a Mexican neighborhood, a Puerto Rican neighborhood, a black neighborhood. And there's low cost to entry to boxing, bro. But one of the biggest costs and barriers to entry to boxing is training. How are you going to get transportation from one city to the other city? If you have this type of setup, or if they're able to do this type of setup, then they're able to go between one school to another school, and you don't have any problem with the funding. That's why American boxing is dying. American boxing is dying because there's no investment in the amateurs. How many little kids are willing to do what Tank did and sleep in the streets? How many people have what Devin Haney has, which is a rich, loud-ass daddy? Cortland Mook said, has King Aralu come on the channel since it's been back up and running? No, and my channel's been up and running the whole time. Seriously, man, I want you to think that. I want you to think about that for a second. When we talk about them, when we look at boxing outside the context of the fights that you want to see, Mr. Bradley. The constant talking down of Black American fighters is a huge part of the problem. You are causing the problem that you're talking about. Or you're contributing to it heavily. You're not causing it, you're contributing to it. I like that. And MMA for high school, yeah. MMA and boxing, but they'll probably be, you got to put the MMA in there because for some reason, MMA is more acceptable. But whatever. Yeah, it's the same with the NBA. Nope. Yeah. The NBA invests back and Nike invests in those teams in high school. Gives them all kind of shit. Sponsors teams. Does all kind of stuff. Got all kind of training going on in the summertime because they're investing all that money back into the community. Grumpy Boxing in the building. What up, big man? What up, big man? How you feeling? I hope you're feeling well, dude. I'm moving the show back to 7 a.m. I'm sorry. I know that people say I'm already too early, but I got to get earlier. I can't do later. And thank you to everybody that supports the channel. Seriously, the channel was hurting real bad for them 6 weeks that we took off. So look, we really appreciate any type of support you guys can give. If you keep color in the chat, or preferred is Cash App. Cannot lie, it is preferred. Cash App is preferred in this circumstance. No joke, because Cash App goes right to the chase. Great, Fanon, brother. Glad to see you. Cool. I'm glad you're doing well, man. I'm glad you're doing well. So, does anybody see the structure that's being laid out and how beneficial that structure is for everybody involved? When you think of boxing as an ecosystem, but you think of it as the sport that sits on top of it, gambling is connected to it. There's no reason gotta work with the energy. Yes, sir. You always gotta work with energy. Yes, it's absolutely correct way to go. Yeah. And it's something that people should insist on out of the athletes that are getting paid all this money. If you are an American fighter, you should support American fighters. Period. That's my take. I know it's called for non-international boxing. And sometimes I look at my channel, I'm like, you know what? I should take international out of this shit. Because for real, international boxing, I'm not really that interested in it, man. The commentators are too obnoxious about it. I would prefer it to be on a card. Like we got an international fight taking place on Friday. David Morrell versus David Benavidez. That's an international fight. How many pay-per-views? I have no idea. I don't think they care. Personally. Man, Ralph Chestnut, thank you, brother, for the $5 holler, brother. I think this may have been today. Yes, it is. Thank you, sir, for the $5 holler, brother, on the Cash App. Thank you. Yeah, it's Friday today. Today's Friday. Friday, January 31st. And Jeff in the building. Thank you so much, brother, for the $10 holler. My guy, Jeff, in the building. Thank you, sir. It's too much talking down in the boxing community. Yeah, too much talking down in the boxing community. We need to uplift. Exactly. We need it. But see, some people think that you uplift through criticism. No, you don't. You do not uplift people through criticism. They say I'm uplifting them by criticizing them constantly. Does that make sense to you? Do you feel uplifted when somebody constantly criticizes you? Thank you. Oh, my God. Kurt Hurd with the $15 holler. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you for that support, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you so much. Victor, what's good, man? Yeah, let me ask you a question. Do you uplift people by criticizing them? Have you ever felt somebody was uplifting you when they were criticizing you? No. They're not uplifting you. What they're doing is attempting to correct you. They're attempting to correct your actions. Correcting somebody's actions, a necessity for that is that you know what they're going through. that you've been in the same shoes that they've been in, that you know what the correct path is for them. Do you know what the correct path is for Gervonta Davis? Every world champion that I hear says, look, man, you better get your money. They said, you better make sure you get your money. I remember an interview with Terrence Crawford talking to Andre Ward on Andre Ward's excellent television show that he has, where he was very, very clear that I need to make sure that I have money because I see these older fighters who are wearing these old clothes because they can't afford to get new clothes. I know of world champions that no longer, when they retired, had enough money for the rest of their life, but now they don't have enough money for the rest of their life. That's what the people say that we're in the same shoes as Gervonta Davis is in right now. Aren't they the ones that should be correcting him? I don't know why Tim Bradley got a problem with it. Tim Bradley didn't fight Errol Spence. There's a whole Tim Bradley got a good one. He got Juan Manuel Marquez. Do you think Tim Bradley doesn't think he should have been fighting for money? Tim Bradley is happy that he can sit down and eat a great steak anytime he wants to go to a restaurant. That's what he says makes him feel the best about his career and his career after boxing. Is to say what you want to say about him. He can go sit down in a restaurant and order a great steak. I can't lie. That's a good feeling to know that you can, hey man, when times are tough, people on your ass, you can dig your hand in your pocket, pull out some money and get something. Whatever that something may be. That's a great feeling. Why shouldn't Gervonta Davis have that as his number one goal? Because that's what people that say, that are in his shoes say. No boxer says that when they're done says their legacy is more important than their money. Tell me the boxer that says when they're retired that their legacy is more important than their money. Let me know who that is. Last time I checked, in large part, your legacy is your money. Isn't generational wealth part of your legacy? Isn't that what they say? Turkey Al-Sheikh is paying me money. This is generational wealth. When it's time for somebody to fight for Turkey, money is important. But when somebody can get their money without Turkey, all of a sudden money's not important. You guys are mighty convenient. Mighty convenient arguments, I have to say. You're mighty convenient with that, sir, over there on Twitter. Mr. Rogers in the building with the $5 holler, brother. Thank you, sir. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. For real, thank you, man. It was 6 weeks off. It's not easy. So thank you for picking up the channel, man. Mr. Livingston in the building with the $15 holler, brother. Thank you for picking up the channel, dog. Thank you. No joke, bro. I cannot lie. Thank you. And that reaches towards the goal. Thank you. Yeah, see, I'll put this up. Legacy is more important than money. No, it is not. Not your boxing legacy ain't more important than money. No, it is not. Your health is more important than money. Your health is more important than your money. But your boxing career is not more important than your money. No, it is not. Anybody want to argue with me about that? Your money is more important than your athletic career. In order between health, money, and your legacy, number one is your health. Number two is your money. Number three is what other people think about you and what you can do for other people. Sorry, because without your money, you can't do shit for anybody else. You're broke. Without your health, your money don't mean shit. Without your money, you can't do nothing for anybody, which is the only part of your legacy that really matters, is what you did for other people. You can't take care of your kids. You can't put them through college. You can't retire your mother. You can't retire your father. You cannot invest in some big deal you back bring you back residual money for the rest of your life. You can't do any of that if you're broke. So no, I'm sorry. Number one is your health. Number two is your money. Number three is your legacy, because your legacy, again, tap that. If I'm muted, I shouldn't be muted. I think that's your volume. I don't think that's me. Only broke people say shit like legacy is more important than money. You leave legacy without money. Thank you. You got no money. You got no legacy without your money. Other than what you did with your money when you had it. I'm sorry, bro. You give me $100 million. Trust me, they're going to like my legacy. $100 million, my family going to love my legacy. As long as I'm not out there doing some shit that is like stealing from somebody, hurting somebody, doing something that's going to bring shame upon my name, give me $100 million. Give me $100 million. You're going to see my legacy. You Negroes, all you people with that crap, you want to guilt trip these dudes? They're getting their brains beat in when they're fighting. So that's why these PBC fighters don't fight that often, because they get a bunch of money and then they take care of their health. And then when they need to fight, they get their money again. Don't you wonder why Keith Thurman can talk shit for 3 years and not fight? Keith Thurman ain't touched a boxing ring in 3 years, and you ain't sent his ass looking for no job. I don't know why you guys want to act like that's not the answer. That's the answer. Sorry. Would you anybody like to debate me that your money is more important than your legacy? Again, if you define your legacy as what you do in a boxing ring. Now, if you say your legacy is how you treat other people, what you did with your kids, were you a serial killer, something like that. If you got a bunch of money and you were a serial killer, you're Jeffrey Epstein or something like that, then okay. Yeah, your legacy's down the toilet, even though you had a lot of money. But if you define your legacy just as what you do in your boxing career, you better get out of my face. You better get out of my face with that shit, because no professional boxer that was in the position of Gervonta Davis is going to tell him anything other than get your money so you ain't got to sign autographs for the rest of your life. Get your money, get it as quickly as you can so that you do not have to fight 90 fights and put your health at risk. Is there something wrong with what I'm saying? Is this French to people or something? You guys are making arguments for Gervonta Davis against Gervonta Davis that you would never want applied to yourself. You would never want somebody to say that you should be judged by a higher standard than everybody else just because of what they need. Not you need to hold a higher standard for yourself than other people have for you. That's something you can say. Hey, I hold a higher standard for myself than I hold for other people. I think that's fair. But if you say, no, I hold a higher standard for that guy than I hold for myself, that's what you call bitch nigga territory. And I maintain that, and I continually maintain that. If you are somebody that would hold somebody else to a higher standard than you have, you're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite, especially if you're setting standards, and if you're setting standards for people that there's no way that you could achieve those standards. As an athlete, you have failed as an athlete unless you beat 10 Hall of Famers. What's your professional athlete? What's your professional experience? None. Well, then why don't you shut up? I'm telling you, I don't understand how these professional athletes can sit there and talk to some of these guys. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? I mean, what do you take? Yeah, because they can reduce everything down to a number. Because if you can reduce life down to a number, then you can have an argument about numbers. But you're not actually having an argument about what's going on in the game, really. Tank's legacy is not cemented yet. It's going to depend on what he does with his kids. Yeah, dude, your legacy is what your kid. Your legacy is your kids. Your kids, your kids' kids. I don't know what you dudes be talking about. It's a boxing record. That's all it is. It's a boxing record. That's what he did when he was between 19 years old and between 32 years old. That man is going to have between 30, hopefully, he's going to have between 32 and 92. 32 to 92. You don't think any of that's going to matter for what his legacy is? His legacy of these people are only how successfully they were at punching each other in the face? Nah, I would invite athletes to have a broader view of their legacy. You have a boxing record, and that's all that is BoxRec. And what you get is BoxRec and a bank account. Think of boxing as I get BoxRec or Fight Facts, but I get BoxRec, which is my record, and I get my bank account. It's just how much money I made. My BoxRec can help me make money while I'm boxing. But when boxing's done and there's that BoxRec is collecting dust for me. My belts are collecting dust for me. But my money keeps talking. My money keeps talking. It keeps talking to me every day. It says, hey, there's a little bit more of me in my account today. Did you notice? Hey, have you had your accountants review this? And when's the last time you audited your accountants? Hey, they said they're going to send a check to the IRS. Maybe I should look to make sure the IRS got it. Because your money is talking to you all the time for the rest of your life. And you don't have to pay attention to Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie Malignaggi is trying to get Pro Box off the ground. Why? Because they're paying Paulie Malignaggi money. So he's got his legacy. His legacy's extended into what he says about other fighters. Just like Tim Bradley's legacy is now includes, in my personal opinion, being one of the tap dancingest ass Negroes I have ever witnessed. That man will pull out some goddamn Bojangles and jump up and down some goddamn stairs for $1 faster than anybody else. Really. So please don't tell me nothing else today about nobody's legacy. Go look at a 90-year-old man that's standing out there with a cup and ask him what is his legacy. That man will say, look, dude, I'll tell you after you put something in this cup. No free questions, buddy. Put something in the cup. My legacy is I'm sitting here asking you for some goddamn money in a cup. That's what you're going to remember about me. I was the dude whose money you put money in his cup. That's my legacy with you. Your legacy with me is the asshole that asked me the question. It's obvious what my legacy is. A dude that hates your ass for asking that stupid ass question. You won't never ask some rich ass man what his legacy is. Because his legacy was I was rich as shit. What are they going to say every time they talk about Bill Gates? They're not going to talk about his endeavors and all that. They're going to say he's rich as fuck. His kids are going to say, oh, he's a good dad. He's a terrible dad. But at the end of the day, he got his money. I don't know why you acting like Tank shouldn't be getting his money. That he should be taking pay cuts for you. That he should be leaving the people that got him the money for you. That, nah, dog. What's Deontay? Yeah, exactly. What's Delonte West's legacy? What's Steve Francis's legacy? What's Aaron Hernandez's legacy? Aaron Hernandez died rich in jail. We're going to say fuck Bill Gates. Who has mental issues? Me? Yeah, I got mental issues, all right. My main mental illness is I can't fuck with dumbasses. I'm allergic to stupidity. So that was a long conversation with the person that came telling me about money's more important. Legacy in the end of the day is more important than money. I have no idea why you think a person's entire legacy is wrapped around in their boxing career. Magic said, I got legacy boxing story that go through to this day. Muhammad Ali, you can turn on a lot of money, and I appreciate it. You could have put that. Hold on, I'm sorry. I got a legacy boxing story that go through to this day. Muhammad Ali, can you turn on a lot of money, and I appreciate it. Wish you could have got more. Put that legacy, stand, salute. I'm so sorry. I don't understand that. I'm so sorry that I don't understand that. Hey, what's going on, MacGyver? What's going on, Queen Vaughn? How you doing, Killer Vaughn? Gat him up. What's going on, gat him up, girl? How you feeling this morning? Anyway, anybody else want to say something like that? Please do. Here's a link. So you can really, if they said I had a brain aneurysm trying to read that. Yeah, I didn't get that, man. I appreciate it. You probably talking instead of typing. I'm old, and I'm old. I'm 55 years old. I'm old. Good looking, but old. Yeah. Good looking, but old. And I need punctuation. I can't lie. I need punctuation in my sentences. I need a period there. I need a comma. You don't have to use like hyphens. You don't have to use like semicolons, shit like that. But periods and commas, please. Please use periods and commas so I can read your comments. Or put some color in the chat, please. Or, no, I'm sorry, put color in the Cash App. And support the channel, man. For real, we are not mainstream over here. We're not mainstream. And I'm going Alex Jones today. Because seriously, man, they forgave those rioters. They forgave the rioters. Now, you know damn well ain't no Watts rioters, LA rioters ever got no blanket pardon for tearing up no goddamn building. These people were looting. These people looted the White House and got a goddamn, I'm telling you, it's over now. They got a pardon for that. It's over with. They got a pardon for that. They got a pardon for that. No joke, they got a pardon. I'm telling you, you can play with these crazy white people at your own risk. Play with crazy white people at your risk. All 1,500 clean records, bro. They ran up in that joint. Didn't the feds grab some of them for gun charges? Yeah, but they got pardoned. Maybe they grabbed some afterwards. I didn't hear about them grabbing nobody afterwards. Yeah, say Fossey got a blanket pardon as well. Gotta love the thug. And dog, seriously, I know my wife is gonna kick me out, dog. I'm secretly becoming a fan of Donald Trump. I don't like his politics, but God dog, that man executes. Yeah, hey, man, I think you're going to see this man doing some shit every day for the next 4 years. He said that was the biggest FU to us black people ever. It was a fuck you to everybody. It was a fuck you to everybody, not just black people. It's a fuck you to everybody. My wife was like, I cannot believe they pardoned all them people. I'm like, shit, I can believe it. I can believe it. I can believe they pardoned them. Are you kidding me? The thug, hell yeah, that thug is keeping his words, bro. That man is a thug, and I like it. Supreme Cam in the building. What's up? Hey, man, so here's a link. Anybody, please click the link and tell me what you think about this fight. Magic said, I appreciate Muhammad Ali. He turns down a lot of money, and his legacy means a lot to a lot of people. Absolutely, it does. It means a lot to a lot of people. It does. Yes, but I'm telling you, it's beyond his boxing record. It's what he did with his life. No, you're all good, man. Martin Johnson said, who do y'all want Tank to fight? I want him to fight Lamont Roach. Loma didn't want to. Shakur ran to Eddie, who ain't throwing him in front of Tank right now. Who y'all want? I want him. I'm going to tell you who I want him to fight. I want him to fight Lamont Roach. I want him to fight Lamont Roach in New York City. And in New York City on March 1st, I think. Is it March 1st? Whenever it is, early March. And I'm also going to need some free tickets out of Leonard Ellerby and the Rise podcast. Because I swear to God, I cannot afford this one. I wish I could go, but I can't go. I can't afford it. Man, God dog, man. Nobody want to see him fight bum-ass Lamont Roach. I do. Fahim Satur. I want to see the fight, and so do you, because you're going to watch it. You just don't want to pay the money. You just don't want to pay the money. I don't want to pay the money either, but but $80 is way cheaper than me paying $3,000 for going. You know, but don't worry, you want to see the fight, you just don't want to pay for it, Fahim. Tell me I'm lying, Fahim. Tell me I'm lying. You know I ain't lying. You know I'm telling you the truth. That's what it is. You're like, man, that $80 price tag. Yeah, I don't like that $80 price tag either. Boxing is an expensive hobby. It's a very expensive hobby. Most who say Lamont trash, never even seen a full fight of him fighting. Look, I'm telling you, everybody is dangerous, and activity, I take activity over inactivity. Man, I love Errol Spence Jr. as a fighter. It is so frustrating that he only fights once every 2-3 years. But no joke, man, I love him as a fighter, but his inactivity kills me. That's the only valid point. Yeah, Fahim said, you got dang right. He lucky that undercard is fired. See, you want to see the fight. You want to see the fight. You want to see there you go. There you go, Fahim. Yeah. Sunchild said Morel's time is running out, man. You're not telling the truth, Black. Sliff you. That's not true what you wrote. I can't read things that are not true. Please call in and give your thoughts. Thank you, man. We got the fifth person in here pushing us towards the goal. Thank you, man. So what are your thoughts on Trump blaming DEI for the crash that killed all those kids yesterday? I support you, but every time I comment, I get muted for the day. Anyway, I got my Cuban in 10 Q. Oh, look, do me a favor, Alexis. Leave another comment. I'll give you a He said, I'm about to lay it down on this day off. Catch you tomorrow, God willing, for the fight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Catch you for the fight, man. Check you out, Abdul. Wahid. All right. You have a wonderful, wonderful day. And make sure you check me out for the fight. What do you think of the press conference, David versus David? I haven't seen the whole thing. I only saw all that shit talking David Benavidez and David Morrell were doing. I thought that David Benavidez threw out an insult to Cuba. I thought he said something that was an insult to him as a Cuban, because he said he talks like he has an ick in his mouth. But my thoughts on Trump blaming DEI for the crash, I don't have a thought on that. I know that he's wrong because there were DIE hires are not related to air traffic control. Also, just because you're hired from DEI doesn't mean that you're not qualified for the job. Those are my thoughts. Like I said, I don't like his politics. I don't like his politics. But at the same time, I mean, what you want me to say? What's up, Knockout Boxing 86 TV? How you feeling, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. Make sure you guys, I'm sure you're already subscribed, but if you're not, subscribe to my guy, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He be mashing y'all Negroes in these debates, man, like 1 on 90. I saw that, man. I was like, man, look at it, man. You got like 15 people on your panel, man. People want Tank to dare to be great and chase legacy. Let me tell you, they can kiss my ass. Richard Prado. People want Tank to dare to be great and chase legacy. Fuck that. Let me say that with a little more bass in my chest. Fuck that. I wish somebody would tell me that in my life. Nobody gonna tell you that in your life. That's the worst advice you could possibly give to your kid. Worry about your legacy. No. Do what you're supposed to do today. Did you get your work done today? Did you achieve what you're supposed to achieve today? Yeah, Dad. Great. You had a great day. Don't worry about stressing about tomorrow. Go find a girl. Go kiss on a girl up against a tree. You know what I mean? For real. That's what I tell my son. I'll tell him in a minute. Get everything you got to get done today. Done. New vape every day. Nah. I'm twitchy. I keep a lot in the chamber. I've got 4. And they're all different flavors. Seriously, that's the worst advice in the world you can give your kid. Is to worry about their legacy. Worry about what people think about you when you're dead. Hey, I need for you to worry about what people think about you when you're dead, kid. That's the most important thing I got for you today. Worry about what everybody thinks when you're dead. Man, that's the worst advice you can possibly give to somebody. Here you go. That's the link right there. I gave you the wrong link. Nope. This is the link. I messed that up. Here, I put the link in there 3 times, 4 times. I'll put it in there 5 times. What up, phenomenal show? What up, Phoenix?
You know, it's Feel Good Friday, and what feels better than hating?
Oh, hell, nothing feels better than good hate. I've been
how you
hating all
doing,
morning.
man? How you been hating all morning?
I've been hating all morning, bro. I even called Tim Bradley. I even called Tim Bradley a buffoon.
Hey, you know the way he be switching up. He be saying one thing to fight hype. He be saying one thing on Twitter, then he say a different thing when he get up there for commentary with ESPN. Like,
woo-wee.
This dude a chameleon.
Yes, sir. What's on your mind this morning, man?
What's on my mind? I say, man, that clip that Richardson Hitson's put out, you know, smacking up on Shakur in the gym. Hey, he said that was the day he had stopped Shakur in 2 rounds. He was mad Shakur called him black, like black. Said he was darker than Bud. So he had to stop him.
Hold on. What did he say?
Hey, he said he was mad that Shakur called him super black, called him midnight. Said, hey, man, you darker than Bud. So, you know, he had to put a whooping on him and stopped him in 2 rounds. I was like, dang.
Dog, he called him blacker than Bud?
Yeah.
Dog.
That's what he said, man. I was like, he's like, man, I'm gonna put some bruises on you. You're gonna be black too.
Oh, Lord.
He said he had to beat the black in the Shakur. He said he acting too light skinned.
Hey man, that is about the worst thing. Hey dog, no joke. You should never do that. Never, never invite the black skin fury, bro. You know, you gotta stay clear of that, dog. You gotta come on, man. From light skinned brothers, you know you got the limit. You gotta keep it about right there until they cross the line. Then you gotta be ready. But other than that, dog, come on, man. We outnumbered.
Yup. And then, hey, Shakur sparring with Andre Ward too. Like he sparring with all the people. Like, man, if he don't pick up, if he don't pick up something from him, these are the people he look up to. And the difference between Shakur and all them, like everybody thinks it's about, oh well, Shakur don't get knockouts, so y'all just want to hate on the skills. No, it's not about the knockouts. It's not about the knockouts. Because Floyd, after he moved to 147, wasn't stopping people like he was from 130 through 140. Like after the Sharmba Mitchell fight, when he and Zab Judah, like Zab Judah forward was like basically when Floyd's like knockout streak wasn't happening, because looking at his rating was like every other fight. He finished 26 knockouts in 50 fights, but like up until 140, like or his first fight at 147, Sharmba Mitchell. Up until then, every other fight was basically a knockout. He was getting them stoppages. Andre Ward wasn't known as a big puncher, but he was still getting up in there and fighting. Yeah, sometimes he had some ugly fights, like his fight with Carl Froch, his fight with Sakio Bika, his fights, both fights with Kovalev. So even the Arthur Abraham fight. So I mean, it's not about getting the knockouts or being a power puncher, but like, shoot, you be hearing what Shakur's saying. They got that Shakur, the first fighter since well, I guess Freddie Roach. He wasn't a fighter at the time. He was a trainer for Pacquiao, but he the first fighter in this new generation I seen that had an excuse compilation.
Hey, hold on one second, Phoenix. Can I let Grumpy on? Just let me know how much. Let me know how much. Let me find out how much time he has.
Okay,
Grumpy, Grumpy, how much time you got, man?
Oh man, I got a minute.
Okay, cool. I just let you know I didn't miss you. All right, go ahead, man.
Yeah, so like Shakur, because he don't got enough knockouts to have a knockout compilation, he got an excuse compilation. I never seen something like that before. They got that posted on Twitter. Every excuse he done gave after a fight where he had a horrible performance after saying Killer Kerr was coming back. Talking about, yeah, he hit me. I didn't like the way it felt. So, I just had to take a step back. And yeah, man, with Edwin De Los Santos, like he just wasn't doing what he was supposed to do. It's on him to make the fight. I mean, if he can't stop me from moving around, then, that's his fault. And then like against Artem, like, man, he was just moving too much and he was holding too much. And, I need to work on cutting off the ring, but yeah, he just didn't want to engage, and he wasn't trying to make the fight, so I couldn't do nothing. Like, dang, that's sad, man. Sad. Like he got what, 10 knockouts? 10 knockouts in 21 fights, or is it 22? Whatever the case, his knockout rate is 45%. Like, I mean, I figure that's at least worth 2 minutes of video. But shoot, this excuse compilation was about 6 minutes. I was like, dang, son. That shit crazy. But tomorrow, Benavidez and Morrell. That's gonna be exciting to me. The one thing that I am a little worried about for Benavidez, because like, yeah, he's gone the distance a few times, but like, I don't know if it was something off in his last fight, because I watched his last fight with Vostik again. And rounds 10, 11, and 12, like, yeah, he was kind of sluggish. It didn't look quite the same as when he fought Caleb Plant and when he fought Andre, even though the Andre fight ended earlier. He looked a little sluggish, but like he was still, throwing them combinations to the end of the fight with Vostik. Like I think it was round 10 or 11. He had this beautiful kind of like, he had slipped a jab, caught him with a straight right. Vostik tried to come back with a right hook, but he leaned back and caught him with a right uppercut to the body, left hook to the head. and then Vosti tried to come back with another punch, and Benavidez caught him with another right to the head. So, like, doing those little combinations like that is counter punches, like in between shots, and it was smooth too. Like he just barely like leaned back, just like it was literally one of those misses by inches type things. Whenever he had dodged them punches from Bostic, and it's one of those things like it just came out of nowhere. Like the way that he was moving, because he was kind of looking lethargic and everything. He wasn't. It was like the commentators was actually saying they don't think he got much left in the tank. And then like all of a sudden, that combo came out as a counter to what Bostic was throwing at him, and like things like that. I think could help Benavidez in this fight with Morrell. Just the unexpected counterpunching and the fact that he'll throw them in combinations because Benavidez right now is the boxer, the active boxer that's throwing the most combinations. Like he's the one throwing the most. Like I think they said 10 punch combinations. Like he throws them.
Yeah, he
and
does.
so doing that and the fact that I think a little bit that Morrell might be underestimating him because of the way that he moves, and he saw him kind of mention like, yeah, you just plodding. You don't really have good footwork, but it's not about how quick you move, it's how you move. So if you know where you're moving to, you know what you're doing, it could make you seem a lot faster than you actually are simply because you know how to move your feet. I mean, Muhammad Ali was one of the best at tricking people with that. Even though he was quick on his feet, like the way that he moved, the way that he had his upper body position and stuff, leading with the head when he was moving, stuff like that, making people think he was where he wasn't, because fighters a lot of times don't pay attention to the feet. They don't pay attention to the feet in the middle of things. They'll be looking at the head. So, you move your head a certain way. They're not looking at your feet to know exactly where you are. So, I mean, little things like that, I think Benavidez got the experience to be able to utilize that against Morrell and, have that, play to his advantage. I don't know if it's going to be a thing where both of them are still, getting used to that extra weight because, yeah, even though they don't have to cut as much, getting into the ring at that weight, is going to be different than, fighting at 168. And I think we kind of seen that with Benavidez in his last fight. Don't know if it's still going to be the case here, if he's going to look more like his old self. And, Morrell's moved up too. So, there's that to consider. But yeah, I'm still rocking with Benavidez for this one. Still rocking with him.
Who
And
you got?
I'm on which one?
Steve Fulton Jr. and Brandon Figueroa.
I'm still leaning towards Figueroa. Still leaning towards Figueroa, but we'll see. But like I said, I don't really care too much about either one of them. So there's that to consider. And then apart from that, like I don't really feel like I'm too excited for much else on the card besides seeing what Carmel Moulton does. Like that's one guy that I'm interested to see how he keeps on doing, like coming up. I know there was like a little controversy with his last fight. I guess he missed weight. And that fight, I guess, ended up being called off. I know he had mentioned he was upset about something with how they was handling the drug test, and it was like, nah, forget all this. I ain't about to try to make this weight if they doing something funny with the testing, and that's what ended up happening there. So we'll see what happens with this one. So yeah,
For sure.
And
all
then
right, yes, sir.
Yeah, man, everything's gonna be going good. I plan to be on tomorrow, so I get up with you there.
Yeah, man. So you go as long as the kids.
Man, either I'm either have to put them to bed early, or I'm gonna have to go hide in the garage. One of the two.
Either way it goes, bro. I love to call the fights with you, man, because your boy does the play-by-play very, very well. But then they, covering the like what happened in the fight, bro. I love to hear you do that, and then I jump in between. But it'd be fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, man. Get back.
All right, man.
All right, one. I ain't joking, man, about that shit. You shouldn't. If you light skin, you too light skin. Don't be cracking dark skin black jokes. Get everybody beat up. What's going on? Hey, what's going on, Grumpy?
What's going on, Fanon the Great, man?
You better go tell Shakur he ain't big like you. He can't get away with no dark skin jokes now.
Man, them dark skin jokes don't work no more, man. They've been defeated. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yes,
look at
sir.
boxing, if you look at boxing, name a one dark-skinned brother in boxing for everybody Alabama or something, you know?
Yeah. But we
Man, but
still outnumbered, dog. We
yeah,
still
we
outnumbered,
outnumbered like a
dog.
mug. That's all right. We all look.
We
But
still
yeah,
outnumbered,
man.
dog. It's still 30-1, dog. It's still 30-1.
Is it 30? Shit, man.
I
We
think
still,
it's a light skin to dark skin about 30-1, bro. If
man,
you
all this,
count dark brown to
yeah.
black skin, 30-1, bro.
I don't know, man. You know, we got a lot of crossbreeding going on. We probably got a lot more in the closet than we know,
Dirty
you
to
know.
one, bro. Them chocolate niggas breed. Them chocolate niggas breed, bro. them, them motherfuckers fertile as fuck, dog. Them niggas having plenty babies. Hell
Hey,
no,
man.
we outnumbered, dog. I ain't fucking with it.
That's all right. We just stay with our little corner, man. You know, we got our back to the wall. That's all.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Man, but on this Morrell and Benavidez, I've been waiting for this fight. But I have one question for now. This is a serious question, too. Morrell is 11-0 with 9 knockouts.
Yes,
Is that
sir.
correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, so then
Sounds
you
right.
got. So the reason I'm not really too hyped is because I think he's a little like it's like Frank Martin and Gervonta Davis. This guy is a good fighter. He's a great fighter. But I believe that Benavidez jab and the experience to go along with it, his position and everything from fighting the previous fighters he had fought. So one thing he does like is contact. However, I think he's at his weight limit as far as like the impact of his punches as well. You know, the last fight he had, it didn't look like he ran out of gas there in the last like 3 or 4 rounds. And he was giving the guy all he got, but he was just eating them punches like he was feeding syrup on pancakes, you know. So
Yeah.
it was that's the only conflict I really have. Morrell is a headhunter, kind of sort of in the fight I said his last fight. And I see Benavidez jab being the difference in that fight. Benavidez don't get accurate. Somebody hit him in the head a few times. He kind of remind me of Marvin Hagler with his attitude. Once he get knocked upside his head a couple times, he coming straight forward, all foot on the gas. You know, I think the styles make for a great fight. Like I said, the experience of Morrell, I think they throwing him in there with a wolf too soon, man. I think they should have got him maybe a couple more fights, and then he'd be ready. But I don't know, man. We'll see, man. I mean, I could be wrong. You know, young guns. You know, he coming. He running down the hill. You know, David Walker down the hill. So we'll just see how that turns out. And as far as Gervonta Davis, you know, everybody's saying, you know, this guy's he's fighting is no good or whatever. But he's gave Gervonta a battle every time they fought. He never been.
Man, he hits one. He throws 5 punches at Gervonta in round 1 and 2. They'll say he's up 2-0 on the cards.
You know, but it always Gervonta starts off in the hole all the time. So I don't, you know, I wish he had changed that ritual. I think the guy should add the Mike Tyson peekaboo to his little arsenal. I think that boy go up and under and get in there earlier so he can make the rounds a little closer rather than eating jabs and people changing and getting on the bicycle. They run and get ahead a few rounds. He always knock them out. However, what happens if he doesn't knock this guy out? Because I already know this guy's Roach's plan is to outbox Gervonta. That's what he always tries to do. So, you know, we got some good boxing coming this year, looking pretty good so far. We got some good boxing coming up. Some good Terrence and Canelo.
It ain't happening.
You don't think it's gonna happen for now?
Nah, man. No, I think that TGB reserved the reserved the what is called T-Mobile Arena for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh.
So more than likely that means he's fighting with the PBC on Cinco de Mayo. If he's gonna fight a multi-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh and them, it's gonna be more than one fight. So they would have to say he's gonna fight him in the one fight he shows up.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's gonna happen.
It ain't gonna happen.
No, I think Turkey.
Damn, man, can we get past the politics? Good grief, we get these
Fuck
guys.
no.
Man, the politics is still eating us alive with boxing. Like, just, dude, they making plenty of money. So we're not even worried. Like Shakur Stevenson, his buddies with God dang, I love him too because the boy hot. Keyshawn. And Keyshawn swore he'll never fight him. So there's a fight off the table right there that definitely should take place because I like Keyshawn. I think the boy, if anybody got a shot at Gervonta, is him because of his workmanship and the way he goes about his business. He handles his business a lot. He's a killer too. So I think his power, his ability to move, he'll be your Frank Martin fight, but with more focus, more determination, and more skill. So that's probably the only boxer I see that might be able to give Gervonta a good fight for real. Because Shakur ain't gonna do it. He talk a whole lot of ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass. I'll knock him out. How you knocking people out, man? You ain't knocking out nobody. Like this last fight is still on the table. Like he ran for 12 rounds. These dudes connected less than 100 punches in 12 rounds. I never seen that. But anyway, morale, I got my money on Benavidez. I've liked him since he came in the game. He started late and getting his life back together, man. The man did a 720. He's still angry as hell, but that goes with boxing. I love the angry boxers because they coming to go to war. One thing about this guy, somebody either going to get knocked out or we finna see a brawl for 12 rounds because I just don't see Benavidez being able to change his style to boxing. He's a boxer, but he's more of a puncher boxer. He likes to get a guy. Once he lets you get loose, he's going to tire Morrell out, and I think he's going to take him out. That's just my prediction. I don't got a round, but I think Benavidez prevails slimly.
Slimly or by stoppage?
Huh?
By style, you say you don't have a round, so you predicting a knockout?
Yeah, I think he's going to put him to sleep. That jab, man, I got mad respect. See, people don't respect the most important punch in boxing. And that's the one damn thing that I give him. He got that. That man uses that jab. I don't like his footwork a whole lot. A lot of times he comes in straight, goes out straight. With his experience, you would think he'd be circling more. He might do it this fight, but the jab, man. And you give me a guy with that amount of heart, a good jab, some experience, I'm gonna roll with it. I like the Warriors. I want to see Frank Martin come back slowly, get his boxing skill together. The boy showed Gervonta a little problem at first, but Tank being more experienced, let him get it beside himself, put him to sleep. That's what I think gonna happen with Morrell. Because when I watched the face-off and everything, it was that he didn't really look at it, and that's the one thing Benavidez pulled out was he wouldn't look at him eye to eye in the press, talking all that smack or whatever. But the guy is so angry that he didn't want to look at him because he didn't want him to see in his eye. You know, I don't know, man. We go for none. I can't wait till this fight tomorrow. I've been starving.
Yes, sir.
I've been starving for none. We can't see no damn boxing. I'm watching heavyweights go 12 rounds and throw 4 punches. Like, bruh, we got to change somehow. We got to become activists or something where we can eliminate we probably would never would. It's in every sport. But damn, this politics and boxing isn't the place. Like, we need to see wars. Put the money up. Y'all making $10 million a fight. You make more money in damn 2.5 hours than most people making their whole lifetime 10 times. So go in there, show us the fight, knock each other out, let us see a little blood, see somebody go to sleep. Morrell, good luck. Benavidez, KO. Pitbull, KO. Pitbull, pissed. Pitbull is mad.
Oh, why are you leaving out Steve Fulton Jr. and Brandon Figueroa?
Huh? Oh, well, Figueroa, see, because from my experience with boxing, once you get knocked the hell out like Fulton did, that's kind of hard on all fighters, man. After that, it's like when they get dizzy, they seem to go down after that. So Figueroa's a straight ahead brawler. I don't know how much power Figueroa. I've never seen him since he's been boxing lately. He hasn't been really getting the knockouts he was getting earlier. But his pressure on Fulton, I think would probably take Fulton down because Fulton that last fight still on his mind. Like he got his bell rung, man. When you get your bell rung, it's different. But I'm gonna go for Figueroa in that one. I'm gonna take Figueroa. I'm taking Pitbull. I don't never go against Pitbull, unless he's fighting Gervonta. But yeah, I got Benavidez, Pitbull. I'll go with Figueroa. on that last. Did you see the standoff between Pitbull and I forget the little guy?
Nah, don't ruin it for me, man, because I'm gonna look at it this afternoon, man.
Dude, when you watch for now, them two cats, somebody definitely got to get knocked out. I'm talking about they wasn't listening to shit. They was doing they stared out was impressive. I said, well, damn. They mean business. Pitbull, you can see the frustration in him from that last loss. He
Figueroa. Figueroa's the guy's name.
Yeah, Figueroa. I don't think Figueroa looked tough, but I don't know, man. I ain't seen nobody run through Pitbull except that the last guy he fought. I said he was gonna lose that fight too. That guy was a boxer. He's not really a puncher, but he positioned.
You talking about Rayo Valenzuela?
Yeah, great boxer, man. Great boxer. But this guy he's fighting, he coming with the right energy. He coming to him like, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. So
Yes, sir.
I think Pitbull gonna get his work done. We'll see, man. I just can't wait till tomorrow, 8 o'clock. I'll be posted up, having some popcorn, And yo, you doing a live tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm calling the fight tomorrow for sure.
You call tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm calling for tomorrow for sure.
Well, yeah, man. I see we got somebody sitting up there with me. But man, I'm just glad to hear your voice, man.
Thanks, man.
Don't know how you popped it off, man. I'm telling you. I'll tell you again. We're months later. We're way months later. That the most important conversation I had after the death of my fiance, man. That was the whole process. And now I'm still in the mix. I'm still a little held back. I see I procrastinate still. Yeah, I'm still procrastinating a little bit, flipping from a fishing pond to a lake. But, it's a process, and I appreciate you, man. Everybody on the channel, Happy New Year, belated. Everybody bless up. 2025, Black men stay alive. That's what I'm on. Okay, Fazan?
Yeah, I like that. Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, I'll get back with you, Grumpy.
And y'all tune in to Grumpy Boxing. Fazan, I need 350 people. God damn it, Fazan. What the hell?
What? What's wrong with 300? We have 444 people.
I'm at 647. I need like 250 people, man. 300.
To do what?
People. Forget my 1,000. I'm trying to get to my 1,000 subscribers.
Oh man, just come by on the show, man. We'll send the subscribers. We'll do that over the next week or so.
For sure, man. For sure.
All right, man. For sure. Good day, man. Yes, sir. Peace. What up, Phoenix?
Man, I forgot I had one more piece of hate before everything ended, man.
Yes,
hey, I went back to watch that Shakur Stevenson and Yoshino fight. I will say that's the first time I seen a ref stop the fight just because he was frustrated. Like you could tell that ref was mad as hell because Shakur got them 2 knockdowns. Problem with the knockdowns is Yoshino had his back foot up off the ground each time he got hit. So when you standing on one foot like that, yeah, you're gonna go down. But I think the ref noticed, like, man, Yoshino can't touch this kid, and this kid can't knock him out. I ain't trying to be here all night watching this shit. Let me just go ahead and call the fight at a good time. So, he waited for Shakur to get like a good, clean combination and then say, yeah, that's it. We done. I'm going home. I ain't never seen that happen before. Like the ref was just like, man, fuck it. I quit. I need to end this fight. So, yeah, man, like that really is a technical knockout right there. Because technically, dude was still standing.
You are a hater. Boy,
hey, am I wrong? Like his foot was off the ground. The right foot was off the ground. Both them times he got the knockdown. The first one he was in the middle of the step. The second one he was stepping back. Like how people do the stanky leg. Like imagine that, except like your foot's in the air when you're doing it. Like that's what Yoshino's back leg did on that second one. So like, yeah, when you standing on one foot and you get hit, unless you somebody like Floyd or Gervonta that was managing to stay on their feet whenever they fell off balance, like nah, it ain't happening. But that ref, you could tell he was frustrated. He's like, how the hell he hitting this dude with everything and he not falling? And then I remembered. You remember that street fight Shakur got in?
Oh Lord!
In that parking garage. Hey, the first punch he threw, he hit that girl in the back of the head. There was a girl that he punched in the back of the head. Like all it did was
girl in the back.
Yes,
he around the girl and hit the ball. I saw this shit.
Nah, it hit her in the back of the head. You could tell because the bun that she had on her head had shifted, and she had to adjust it. And she
You
done
hate.
walked away like it wasn't nothing.
Look,
Like
man.
when
Hey,
I seen that, that's when I knew he was gonna have problems, man. Hey, that's probably why he got hand problems now. Karma, 'cause he hit that girl's butt. And everybody want to talk about what Gervonta did. Why Shakur do that to that girl? Standards. Everybody got to be held to the same standard.
hater,
That's what I got,
hater.
man. Hey, it's a feel good Friday. It's a
It's
feel good Friday.
hater,
What feel better than
hater,
hate?
hater, hater. Just come on, man. I'm trying not, bro. Y'all
Hey,
be
hey,
killing the core, man.
hey, it's self inflicted. Self inflicted.
Nah, Negro, you're inflicting this. How you gonna say
No,
that man didn't get that man got a knockout of Yoshida? You tried to race the man's knockout.
I ain't erasing the knockout because dude finished on his feet.
You're
Hey, what was the ref tired or not, man? That's what it come down to.
I don't remember the fight. Like I don't go back and watch Shakur fight specifically to hate on him. So I have to go back and look at that. But I remember him knocking out Yoshida. That fight ended with them waving that fight off.
Yeah, because the ref was tired. But it's all good, man.
Hater.
It's all good.
Appreciate you, man. Like,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
you get me in trouble on my video. Somebody put on a video, you always hating on Shakur. And I'm like, Jesus, who in the world thinks I'm hating on Shakur? Oh, somebody that's listening to Phoenix the Assassin hate on
No,
Shakur.
this helping you because you rebutting what I'm saying. So they showing that
I'm
you
not
defending
rebutting
him.
that shit. I'm not even rebutting it. Because seriously, man, I don't listen to a lot of the shit that people say. Like for real, I can't do it. Like Bill Haney blew that shit for me. I'm like, man, I don't want to hear this shit because I don't want to hear the contradictions. I know that a lot of these conversations are going on, and it's not necessary. Like if you sit back and listen to the conversations that go on with every contract, and you put in the newspapers every back and forth that goes on, it'll make it look like there's way more politics than there really is. I'm so sick of people just inserting themselves and just, oh my God, man. But the criticism is fair, man. If you're talking about him being a big puncher, the criticism is fair. I can't sit there and say Shakur looking great since he got to lightweight. I can't. I'm not going to say that.
He looked great at 126 and 130.
Huh?
No, he looked great at 126 and 130.
Yeah,
you can't dispute that. Can't dispute that.
And he looked great in the Yoshida fight that you hating on. He looked
No,
good
he
in that
looked
Yoshida fight.
I say he looked all right.
Man, come on. So he must have looked like an all-star. He must have looked like Ali to get you say he looked all right. Because I know you don't like the core. But maybe you don't. Yeah, I don't think
after the Oscar Valdez fight. After the Oscar Valdez fight, I was like, "Oh, hey, he got something." But then after that, it's like, "Come on, man, what you doing? What you doing?" Like, and then I saw that how he jumped on like the same train that Haney is on, Raymond Ford is on it now. Everybody like, let's just talk about Tank and see if we get our numbers up.
Man, Raymond Ford, bro. Raymond Ford got to be the most arrogant for no reason ass boxer I have ever seen. I rooted for him against Nick Ball. Like I thought he won that Nick Ball fight, and I was really rooting for him in the Nick Ball fight. But dude, that dude got to be the most arrogant mid-range boxer I have ever seen, bro. I've ever heard.
He's crazy.
Tremendously arrogant, man.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yes, sir. All right, bro. Appreciate you, man. Get back with your feelings. Yes, sir. I do not. Hey, Phoenix Assassin's my guy. I do not condone. Shakur Stevenson. Hey, man, Shakur came on my channel, man. He did me a solid. Andy Gill says, if you're listening to everybody's opinion because everyone has one like an a-hole, your life will be like diarrhea. Yeah, you got to chill out on all this goddamn. I'm giving more opinions because whatever, nigga. I give my opinion. But just like anybody else can give their opinion. Whether or not you put a whole lot of weight in it is on you. I know that these boxers get weighed down by what people say on the internet. So I'm not about to sit up here and give. What's up, Undercard Boxing? Oh, MacGyver Boxing said Morrell has more experience than David Benavidez. if you include their amateur records. You really can't really can't lunch on them Cuban fighters. Though you really cannot lunch on him. If he I'm telling you, Queen Vaughn, if David Morrell pulls a Erislandy Lara, do not be surprised. If he's just not there to be hit. Like, I would not be surprised if you just jump up and all of a sudden you just can't hit him. There's very few Cuban fighters that I've seen that cannot pull that out. Cannot be like, nah, I don't think you're going to touch me right now. And just go into ghost mode. Left hook, undercard said left hook, down goes Benavidez. I'm telling you, fighting that Cuban fighter is a big risk. But if he can win, if David Benavidez can win, David Benavidez is going to be a huge star, man. No joke. And honestly, like I said, I'm just looking to see who wins the fight. It's a great fight. It's a great fight. But don't worry, people will not pay attention to the fact that PBC put on a great card. PBC about to put two great cards on. 2 months, 2 great cards. And it's really, and I'm still so happy to see that Y.O. Khan said David is a huge star. No, he's a star, but he's not a huge star. He's a star, though. I mean, he can get to be a bad boy. He beats David Morrell. He's got to really solidify that Mexican star base, that fan base. I don't know if he solidified the Mexican fan base yet. But if he solidifies the Mexican fan base, then absolutely, yeah, he can be a superstar. He really can be. There's no reason for him not to be. He's a great fighter. He's an exciting fighter. You know, he's got a great attitude about it. Comes from a boxing family. He's an American fighter. You know, no reason that he cannot really do well. And do well with a traditional Mexican fan base, because he's not a pretty boy. He doesn't fall into that pretty boy category that Canelo does and Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya falls into. Tank Davis said Rayo versus Russell's a good one. Oh, yeah, for sure. The Mexican monster is going to get David. What's up with you, Frequency Flyer Frequency? Both these PBC fights are overshining that Turkey card. Yeah, I think so. Even though that Turkey card is good, the main event is really good. Martin and Raymond Ford got the nerve to say, Tank, keep bringing up his name. Now that's real cloud chasing. Well, look, man, Raymond Ford should say thank you for saying my name. I really appreciate it. I don't know why he did, but I don't think Gervonta Davis is shy of saying people's names if he got a problem with them. But he's looking out for, he must kind of like Ford. But when I'm talking about how Ford has that problem, man, I'm not talking about how he relates to other boxers. He's supposed to have an attitude with other boxers. He's supposed to do that. I'm talking about the attitude that Raymond Ford had with fans. Like, when I want you to talk to me, I'll tell you when it's time to interview me. Some shit he said like that still really rubbed me the wrong way, bro. He said they don't like him because he want to fight Canelo. Who? They don't like David Benavidez. There's a lot of Mexicans don't like Canelo. Tank didn't say anything. No, he didn't say anything about Frank Martin. No, he didn't. Tank only talks when he's promoting for a fight. Otherwise, he's silent. Still, Tank over everybody. Why should he be talking to anybody if he doesn't have a fight? You know? I don't know if that's really a tell. Let me see something. I think we're at 8. Thank you to the 8. Thank you to the 8 people that helped us get near the goal. Appreciate you guys so much. We got about another 12 minutes if y'all want to hop on and conversate. Like I said, I think that I'm going to be going next week to 7 a.m. and I'm probably going to go through 7 a.m. through like 11. So I'm going to go back to 3 hours next week. Dan Clucane, yeah, I saw that. You said that. It said, Fanon, once you get knocked out, it gets easier. AJ, Fury, Rolly, Munguia, Devin, Pedraza, Wilder. Let me see. Is there anybody that got knocked out that's chin got better? No. Nobody that's chin got better when they got knocked out. I think that Bud's chin got better when he went up in weight, though. Time went by quick. Yeah, man, it's a fun 2 hours. I'm trying to build myself up, though. Also, I'm trying to go at a different time than the boxing voice. Every time I get a show, like I go earlier, somebody counter programs me. I think if I go at 7 a.m., then I could get at least an hour of conversation where I'm not getting counter programmed by anybody. But it is what it is. Don't get me being a conspiratory thinker. But no, is there anybody whose chin got better after they got knocked out? Oh, I'll tell you, not Bernard Hopkins. Bernard never got knocked out. Vladimir Klitschko? But nah, Vitaly always had a suspect ass chin. Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao's chin got better after he got knocked out. It went back. He wound up getting knocked out again eventually by Juan Manuel Marquez because he ran into something. But I think Manny Pacquiao, when Manny Pacquiao went up in weight from like when he was at like 108 or whatever little ass weight class he was at, his chin got better as he moved up into like 130, 126, 130. His chin got better. Juan Manuel B-Hop got knocked out the ring in his one of his last fights. He got knocked out the ring, but he didn't get knocked out like in his prime. In his prime, nah, that didn't happen to him in his prime. You know, Buster Douglas. I'm thinking about it. Did anybody's chin get better? Roy Jones Jr.'s chin damn sure didn't get no better. Roy Jones' chin didn't get any better. I hope Errol's chin gets better. Errol's always had a good chin, but man. Yeah, Juan Manuel Marquez, yeah, but I don't think that really should test his chin too much because he literally ran face first into that punch. He jumped into that punch. Like he like springboarded into that punch. Nah, not I don't know if Fundora's chin has got better or not. I think Tim Tszyu was going to get him out of there, man. Personally, I think Tim Tszyu was going to get him out of there. So nah, I wouldn't say that. Let's leave hell 9 leaving Roy. I saw Roy get his ass knocked out live and in person. Phoenix the Assassin helping towards the goal of the channel's trying to raise his money. Thank you. Devin's chin will never be the same. He's going to need a prosthetic one. Come back like Incredible Chin from that cartoon. No joke, bro. We're going to see because he's going to get hit with that left hook, bro. You better believe Jose Ramirez is going to be selling out on that left hook. He's going to sell out on that left hook. He is going to be a left hook on the highway during that fight. You know that left hook is coming 30 times around. That left hook is flying, bro. All night left, all hook, all fight. Yang. You know he's doing that. Devin never got knocked out. Yeah, but he's gonna he got his ass. He should have got knocked out. But you know that he didn't get knocked out though. Somebody said it. Devin on premium snack plan now. Oh, he's on a premium plan. He's still gonna get it. He been on a premium plan now. They can get him on that muscle plan though. Oh, yeah, they're gonna get him on the muscle plan. He gonna come in there looking like Juan Manuel Marquez looked in that last fight he had. Where's Enrique? Where is Enrique? Where is King? I'm telling you, Turkey Al-Sheikh is not outspinning America, man. Not gonna do it. He got his jaw. Yeah, he got his jaw cracked for sure. Woo-wee, he got his ass whooped. Let us not deny for a second that your boy Devin got that ass whooped. Yeah, he did. The funniest man. Hey, who do you think the funniest man in boxing is? Who do you think the funniest man in boxing is? There's a new crown. There's a guy that just took over the crown for the funniest person in boxing. Hey, Fahim said King and Enrique got caught in an ice raid. Frequency Flyer said Osterine. Hell yeah, they're gonna have that Osterine. They're gonna have that Osterine again, too. He gonna have that Osterine again, too. For sure he is. Nah, the funniest man in boxing is the Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya is Clapback Thursdays. Man, seriously, I think I'm an Oscar fan again. I didn't even think it'd be possible. Oscar De La Hoya. Boy, Oscar De La Hoya roasted Bill Haney so bad. So nasty. Just such a mean. He's just so mean. And you need to fire your dad. Hell yeah. Man, I swear to God, man, I be damn near crying. I be somewhere stuck between shock and crying. Man, that what lie? Frequent flyer. Click the link and tell me what lies he told. What lie did that man tell? What lie did he tell? Come on. Nobody likes you. And that's because your dad's an idiot. Because your lawsuit is trash. They need to drop it in order to get the fight because their lawsuit is trash. Man, that shit is hilarious to me, man. I ain't lying, dog. That shit made me an Oscar De La Hoya fan again, bro. Oscar is fucking hilarious, bro. Oscar De La Hoya is the only dude in boxing can overcome being in high heels and fishnets, bro. How? Let me ask you. So I got to ask you a question, Bill Haney. I know you're listening, Bill. Bill, how? Devin, you're pathetic. He just lets the word linger. You know, much love to the Mexicans. You know how Mexicans be letting them words just linger a little, like that little extra second? Because you're a moron. And your lawsuit's pathetic. Man, your lawsuit's pathetic. They just let that word just go a little pathetic. That shit's almost musical. This man stood up at the end of his video, his underwear. I mean, I swear to God, bro, that dude don't give a shit. Man, Oscar De La Hoya don't give a goddamn what nobody thinks. Excuse me, Lord, for using the Lord's name in vain. They do not give a damn. He does not give a damn what somebody thinks about him, man. And I gotta say I like him because of that. Ryan is Fanon. Is Ryan still fighting exhibition? No. He is fighting Rolly Romero. Hey, no worry, Fire Frequency. You at work? Okay, that's what's up. No worries, man. Miss talking to the Haneyites. I can't wait for the Haney fight because if he wins, oh, it's gonna be fun. Can you guys please be nice to the Haney fans? Can we be nice to Haney fans and stop showing that ass? I have not shown that ass whooping. I have noticed I have not shown that man's ass whooping since we got back. Well, yeah, I did. I only showed that ass whooping one time when Tank was whooping his ass. Tank whooped that boy's ass, bro. Tank whooped that boy's ass. I don't think he ever wanted that fight. Tank whooped that boy's ass. Hey, Fahim said, hell no, no mercy. No mercy on the Haneyites, man. Man, and nobody likes you. Nobody likes them. Nobody likes you. That is such a horrendous thing to say. No joke. Man, I thank you guys so much for chopping up with me on my. Has this been my first or my second week back? I think this is my second week back. I answered up there. What? You said you're at work. I got you. What did you answer up? You got to give me the answer again, Flyer Frequency. I'll look for it. No, Andy Gill said no brakes on them fools. Hey, man, them some fools. Nevs Nation, what up, man? What up, Nev? What up, Nevs Nation? How you feeling, bro? But look, man, I'm going to get up out of here in a second, man. Yeah, 2 ass beans. I'll never forget this ass whooping. Hold on. This ass whooping here. First of all, let's play this.
fight got postponed.
Oh, I forgot about
you
that.
muted.
They just tell you they're having an issue.
And going all the way into the 80s.
Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot about that one. That's when knockout boxing whooped the shit out them boys. I'm sorry. I did not mean to bring up when knockout boxing destroyed Claymore Rain and Blue Blood in an argument. I'm sorry. That's not the one that's not the ass whooping I was talking about. That ass whooping was legendary though. Hey, dog, y'all can say what you want, but knockout boxing fucked them boys up bad. And them guy and I put that video out showing it. Boy, them niggas got so mad. Oh, anyway. That's not the ass whooping I was talking about. Let me get to the ass whooping I was really talking about. I was talking about this ass whooping. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See, this the ass whooping I'm talking about. The Phoenix the Assassin ass whooping. I've not played this ass whooping in a long time, bro. Oh, they massacred. Oh, they got massacred in that debate. I'm sorry. Let me do the one. I meant to do this one. This is the unanswered punches. Yeah. We'll go over it another day. Woo. Anyway, let me let that go. Anyway, much love to everybody in the chats. Exactly. 23 unanswered punches, but he didn't get whooped. He got his ass whooped. Anyway, much love to the chat. Much love to everybody that supported the channel today on the Super Chats and the Cash App. Thank you. And with that, I am out. Deuces.